Hello and welcome to another episode of Harness News Update. I'm your host, Trey Colbeck, and we're here live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide: Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, and Europe. We got incredible contributors from all over. We're also sponsored by HarnessBid, because HarnessBid, just like this show, is a game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. Provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online app platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customers. With zero commission on any horse sold, buyers can purchase horses with the confidence that they're getting the best value for their money, while at the same time, sellers can list their horses without worrying about hefty commission fees. Those hefty commission fees eating into their profits. For more information and to get started, visit harnessbid.com. And all this is made specially brought to you by USTA. Without our friends there, none of this would be possible. Big episode today. Okay. I was first planned we go on Monday. Always, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday is our new schedule. Monday, there was a snowstorm here in Winnipeg, which caused it to be a snow day for my youngest son. So I don't know. You try doing a podcast or an online show with a 2-year-old running around. And then so we reschedule it for yesterday, Tuesday, and Facebook decides to die for a little bit. Facebook was down. So I didn't think it was good to put on the show when not knowing how things would go, obviously, with that. So big show today. We're probably going to be pushing the 2-hour mark. I'll have recaps from everything from Saturday action all the way to last night. Not ideal, but we'll get it through, and we'll be back on Friday for our normal Friday, and of course our second Saturday show the day after. So let's get into it. We'll kick off at Freehold on Saturday. The first thing we'll look at was the preferred pace, race 9. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened to the sound on that one. I apologize. I was trying to double check in the background. That only that race should have that issue for whatever reason. This was the preferred pace handicap race 9 on Saturday at Freehold. Colossal Stride wins in 157-2. Vincent Ginsburg was in the bike for trainer Newton Sheridan. 16-1 upset here in the preferred handicap pace. 9-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. On Saturday, Freehold, one driver had a hat trick, and that was Tyler Miller. He kicks things off in race 4 with Prom King, wire to wire in 157-1. 8-1 upset here. Izzy Estrada trains this pacer, 9-year-old gelding by Ameripan Gigolo. Miller's second win comes a couple races later in race 6 with Winsong Jack, 157-4. 14-year-old gelding. Wow, 14-year-old gelding by Santana Blue Chip. Getting the job done there. And then Tyler Miller's third win with Twin B Fighter in race 10. 156-4. Another Izzy Estrada trained pacer. This time a 6-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Next track we'll look at is Pocono Downs. Had racing Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. So a lot to go over here. One driver we'll look at who had a few wins on Saturday. Gio Napolitano. He gets 5 on Saturday. Starts off with the first race of the day. Outwin, outrun in 155-2. Lou Penna trains this pacer, a 5-year-old gelding by Captain Trentress. You get back to the winner's circle, this time with a Hunter Oaks trained pacer. Don't Poke the Dragon, 154-2. A Custard the Dragon, Alberta sired pacer there. Don't Poke the Dragon. Third win comes in race 6 with Duly Resolved. They go 155-3. Jeff Cullifer trains this trotter, a 5-year-old gelding by Resolved. Napolitano gets his 4th win in race 10 with Tam Major A in 155-2. Wins by a neck here. The 10-year-old by Art Major. 29-1 closing quarter, just to sneak up the inside there. And then he would end his day off here in race 11. Topville Some Rocket, 154 flat, 5-1 minor upset here for trainer Jeff Cullifer. The gelding here is a Rocket Image product. We'll also take a look. Matt Kakali had a hat trick on Saturday. He kicks his thing. King things off with him in race 4 with Bad to the Bone. 8-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Goes 154 flat. 28-1 closing quarter here. Wins by a couple lengths. Kakali get back in the winner's circle next race. Race 5 with Flashy Dude. 154-4. Minor 3-1 upset. 15-1 Ducky's Dynasty finished second, and a 5-1 Better Son finished third. The favorite, Beezy's Beetle, finished 6th. And Kakali ends off with the hat trick. Race 14. Starting to look a little muddy out there. Priceless Beach. 155 flat. Ashley Bako trains this pacer, an 8-year-old by Sunshine Beach. Pocono also had racing on Monday. Kakali's he had a hat trick again. Adds 4 more. He wins race 1 here, which was a Game of Claim series. First leg, first division. DJ Sealster in 153-2 for Hunter Oaks. DJ Sealster, 5-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Kakali will get back into the circle. Race 3, Rock King Deo, 154-2. Jacob Fox trains. The 9-year-old gelding by Rock and Roll Heaven. Hat trick time on Monday came in race 8 for Kakali. Clauju Hanover in 155-2. Minor 6-1 upset here for the 10-year-old gelding by Western Ideal. And Collie would win the next race, race 9. Ithaca Hanover comes from post position 9, second tier to win in 155 and 2 at 11-1. 4-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou. Another driver to get a hat trick. Yes, on Monday at Pocono Downs with Anthony Napolitano. He gets his first win in race 5 with Team Mac. 155 and 2 here was the time for the Pacer, a 5-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Victoria Stratton trains. Second win for him comes in race 7 with Nob Hill Flash, 152 and 3. Corey Stratton trains this Pacer, a 7-year-old gelding by Nob Hill High. And race 14 would be hat trick time with Shazam Blue Chip. Justin Lloyd trains the Pacer, a 6-year-old gelding by Shadow Play, 153 and 2. And then Pocono had racing yesterday as well. A couple drivers we'll look at. First one, Tyler Buter. He gets a grand slam. He wins the first 2 races of the day. He starts the day off with Black Edition and 154 and 1. Rob Harmon trains this Pacer. 7-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Buter would get back in the winner's circle with another Rob Harmon train. This time, Alta Madeira in 154 and 3. 7-year-old mare. It was hat trick time for Buter in race 8 with Lady Chrysalin. 156 was the mile time for the 5-year-old mare by Big Jim. Oh, a tight finish. But it was, Lady Chrysalin there. And Grand Slam time came in race 12 with JK, my girl. Todd Buter trains this Pacer. 5-year-old mare by JK, end of an era. They go 152 and 3. Braxton Boyd also got a grand slam yesterday at Pocono Downs. He kicks his day off in race 3 with Bourbon in 155 and 3. Howard Burney trains this gelding, Goo Goo Gaga Trotter. I like that name. Gets his second win a couple races later with Sweetheart. 7-1 upset, minor upset here, beating out the favorite 1 after 9. Sweetheart is a 7-year-old mare by Conway Hall. Linda Scundell trains. Race 10 was when Braxton Boyd gets his hat trick with Tennessee Smooth. Brandy Wine trains this Pacer, a 4-year-old gelding by Well Said. They go 153 and 2. And Grand Slam time for Braxton Boyd. Race 14, May Baby. 155 and 4 was the mile time for the Brandy Wine trained mare. On to Buffalo. Saturday racing. A couple drivers we'll look at. The first one we'll look at is Joseph Chindano Jr. Grand Slam for him, and he sweeps the opens. But first, he wins the first race of the day with Willem, a 7-year-old gelding by Rock and Roll Heaven. Maggie Chindano trains this Pacer. They go 156 and 4. And actually, it's a early daily double here for the Joseph and Maggie Chindano tandem. Leave and Roll goes in 156 and 2. 11-1 upset. And like I said, Chindano sweeps the opens here. First, we'll look at the open pace, race 7. Vel, Mr. Nice Guy, goes 154-3 at 8-1. Maggie Chindano trains the pacer, 6-year-old gelding by Straight Shootin'. Let's watch this.
7 tap, 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 a judge's scratch. 8-5 favorite, the 1 Umberto. And they are on their way. Vel, Mr. Nice Guy out there looking for the lead. Chindano sends him hard out of post 4. Then along the inside, Umberto trying to speed it up. That's going to gap out the downtown bus. And you get Alta Engine, and the early trailers are Lip Reader and Optical Illusion. They sprint down the backside of the opening quarter, and Umberto has no intention of letting Vel, Mr. Nice Guy, go. So the Nice Guy is going to be nice and go back to the pocket. Gap is still about 3 to the downtown bus. Then you get Alta Engine with Lip Reader and Optical Illusion, 27-4 the opening quarter. Now into that turn, Umberto, he wants to be the muscle. He's on top of the field right now as the 3-2 second choice. 7-5 favorite in there second. That's Vel, Mr. Nice Guy. Pacing along in third, that is the downtown bus with Alta Engine. Lip Reader now looking to go to the outside. He'll flush some Alta Engine cover. And the trailer Optical Illusion, he's going to stay in as they roll by the half and 57-3. Into the clubhouse turn they go. Umberto is still the 1. On the inside second, Vel, Mr. Nice Guy. First up on the outside, it's Alta Engine. Second over Lip Reader. And you got the downtown bus, and now the outside Optical Illusion. 3 in and 3 out down the backside. Umberto is still there. Up on the outside, Alta Engine challenging. Perfect trip for Vel, Mr. Nice Guy. Lip Reader on the outside, breathing fire as is Optical Illusion. Losing touch now is the downtown bus. 3/4 and 1, 25-4. Into the final turn, Umberto. Vel, Mr. Nice Guy with that perfect trip. 3 wide on the outside, Lip Reader. In between them is Alta Engine as they turn for the wire. And it's Umberto trying to see it through. Now popping the deuce. That's Vel, Mr. Nice Guy. Optical Illusion up the passing lane. Umberto, Vel, Mr. Nice Guy. Lip Reader on the far outside. Who do you like to the finish? Vel, Mr. Nice Guy with 4 of them across the track. 154-3.
Yeah, real close finish there in the open pace. Couple races later, the open trot. Jacked. 5-year-old gelding by Muscle Mass gives Joseph Chindano his 4th win. This time, Maria Rice trains this trotter, 156-4, a minor 3-1 upset. Let's watch this.
They're often trotting Johnny Boy out there looking to leave away down along the inside. Kilimanjaro also leaving away Dahlquist Hanover to the first turn. And then you have Jacked trotting in there along the rail. That is Our Night Fury, soon to be passed by Credit List. And then Cash Your Crown thought about taking a seat. Now he's flanked to the outside of Our Night Fury. Now he'll go in behind as Conair Hall trails the field. Head to the opening quarter. Jim Morrill Jr. and Dahlquist Hanover forging right to the lead. Johnny Boy back to second. Opening quarter pretty quick, 28-2. Making their way through that far turn, it's Dahlquist Hanover on top by almost 2 lengths. In their second, Johnny Boy trotting third. That is Kilimanjaro. In their fourth, Jacked. In their fifth, Credit List. Then a gap back to, that is Our Night Fury. And the trailers are Cash Your Crown and Conair Hall. As they trot up to the half mile, Dahlquist Hanover still the 1. Down along the inside, Johnny Boy with a perfect trip, 57-1, 28-4 in the second quarter. And Dahlquist Hanover liking him some Buffalo Raceway as he's up by almost 2 lengths. Johnny Boy in the pocket second, trotting third, Kilimanjaro. In there fourth, Jacked. And you have Credit List to the outside again. Cash Your Crown looking to go around Our Night Fury. Conair Hall still trails. They trot to the 3/4. And it's Dahlquist Hanover on the board at 5-1. In their second, Johnny Boy. They're by 3/4 of 127. Into that final turn. Dahlquist Hanover still by a length and a half. But here comes Chindano and Jacked up on the outside. Moving up from third, now second. Going around Johnny Boy and looking for more than 1/8 mile to go. So Dahlquist Hanover not out of the water yet. Jacked up on the outside, poised to challenge. And Joe Chindano Jr. going to go right on by. It's Jacked. And Jacked is all jacked up here. Jacked is going to go away, win it away by 3. Dahlquist Hanover, Then you got credit list and Johnny Boy, 156 and 4.
Yeah, another driver to have a good day on Saturday at Buffalo Raceway was David McKnight III. He wins 3. He wins with HP running mass in the 6th in 2 minutes and 2/5. This trotter is a 6-year-old gelding by Muscle Mass. Oh, another tight finish there. Love to see those. He'll win a couple races later with Tiger Baron, 158 and 2 for this pacer. 9-year-old gelding by Western Terror. And he gets the hat trick in race 12 with Lana's Desire, 157 flat. James Clouser Jr. trains the 8-year-old gelding by Real Desire. On to the Meadowlands. A few drivers we'll look at. There's a couple that won 2 and 1, 2 drivers that won 2 and 2 drivers that won 3. One that won 2 was Tony Beltrami. He wins the first race here in 153 and 1 with Marner Sealster. Travis Alexander trains the pacer, 15-year-old by Camluck. Wow. Muddy conditions here as well. And then Beltrami would also get back in the winner's circle a few races later with another pacer. Bicorn Hanover, 153 and 1, 27 and 4 closing quarter for this 8-year-old gelding by Art Major. Nicole de Costanzo trains. Comes out wide. Another driver to get 2 wins on Saturday at the Meadowlands was Andrew McCarthy. He wins races 2 and 6. Race 2 here. Needham Hanover in 152 and 3. And then again in race 6 here, in with Veteran Pinehurst in 151 and 4. Jeff Culliford trains. Minor 4-1 upset for this trotter, a 5-year-old gelding by Better Caviar. And then the 2 drivers to get hat tricks. Well, the first one we'll look at here was Todd McCarthy. He gets the first win in race 4 with Better Not Talk in 151 flat. Juan Cano trains the pacer, a 6-year-old gelding by Betting Line, 27 flat closing quarter. 90 to 1. Leon David finished 3rd, making that triactor $156.70. Not too bad. Todd McCarthy would get back to the winner's circle in race 10 with Stable Genius. That's a good pun. In 153 flat. Jeff Culliford trains this trotter, a 5-year-old gelding by Muscle Mass. And then, Todd McCarthy gets his 3rd win in race 13 with Rockin' on Venus and 150 and 1. Jeff Culliford trains this pacer, 6-year-old by Rockin' Image. 51 to 1. Knock 10 finished 2nd with 35 to 1. Sports Fan finishing 3rd. Triactor paid out over $1,063 based off a $1 ticket. So congrats to whoever had that. And then Jordan Stratton also gets a hat trick. Race 11, he was quiet. He didn't get going here till late last few races. Race 11, Random Hanover, 6 to 1. A Some Beast Somewhere product, 151 and 4. Cloudy, foggy day. Oh, the weather's just been crazy all over. If it's not fog and not rain, it's snow. And then we're going to have plus 30 Celsius days soon, or plus 100. And then Jordan Stratton gets the 2nd win with American Dealer for trainer Linda Toscano in race 12 here, 150 and 3. This time the favorite getting it done, a 7-year-old by American Ideal. And then he gets his 3rd win in race 14 with Prince McCardle in 151 and 3. Izzy Estrada trains the pacer, an 11-year-old gelding by McCardle. On to north of the border, Woodbine Mohawk Park, racing on Saturday and Monday. First up, driver had 2 wins. Couple drivers had 2 wins on Saturday. First, we'll look at James McDonald. His first win of the day came in the Preferred 2 pace with Soaring Now in 154 flat. Macron trains this JK end of an era 5-year-old. Let's step aside and watch this.
For 2 pacers. Here they come. And they're off. And pacing and speed from the outside. Powertrain and Soaring Now getting good beginnings. Down the middle, that's Century Heineken and Poseidon Sealster, followed by Salzbrook Victor. It'll be a battle up front as a Powertrain and Salzbrook Victor will hook up. Poseidon Sealster, there's Soaring Now as the field moves into that first turn. Powertrain is racing in 5th, Century Heineken. And there's Mama Sunburn. Rockabilly Rebel is further back as they swing to that opening quarter. A very lightning quick 25 and 4. Codename Cigar Box as they move down the backside. It's Salzbrook Victor at a 5-1, leading at Poseidon Sealster sitting in 2nd. Powertrain is 3rd. Century Heineken races along in 4th. Soaring Now off to speed in 5th. That's Mama's Sunburn, followed by Rockabilly Rebel and a Codename Cigar Box as they move down the backside towards the halfway point. Salzbrook Victor at 55-1 to the halfway point. Salzbrook Victor, Poseidon Sealster sitting in 2nd. Century Heineken now to the outside advancing. There's a Powertrain. Soaring Now begins to make a move. There's Mama's Sunburn and a Codename Cigar Box, and the field starts to bunch in. Rockabilly Rebel and Living the Beach Life has got some work to do. As they race around that turn, Salzbrook Victor still the one to catch. Poseidon Sealster at 17-1 sitting in 2nd. Century Heineken, Soaring Now, and a Powertrain 124-1 to the 3/4. There's Mama's Sunburn, Codename Cigar Box, Sometime Somewhere, and Rockabilly Rebel, the trailer, Living the Beach Life as they come for home. It's a Salzbrook Victor still leading the way right down the final strides. Poseidon Sealers to the outside. Soaring Now gets it done. Soaring Now, Poseidon Sealster, and Salzbrook.
Yeah, and then James McDonald will get his 2nd win in race 7 with Seriously Hanover. Promise there's horses out there. So Foggy, he goes 150-2 this time with the 7-year-old gelding by Western Ideal. Another driver to get 2 wins on Saturday at Woodbine Mohawk was Travis Collin. He wins back-to-back races, starting here in race 3 with Back to the Future, 152-1. A Western Terror gelding. Paces a 27-3 closing quarter. Eight to 1 upset there. But the next race, Cullen will be aboard one of the co-favorites, Cheddar Duraris, 152-4 for the time here. A 4-year-old gelding by Better Than Cheddar. And then the last driver we'll look at to have 2 wins on Saturday was Doug McNair. He wins races 6 and 10. Race 6 with Stormalong, a 4-year-old by Stay Hungry. Paces the mile in 150-2. And that's Fog again. You can see him. They're there. And then McNair will get back to the winner's circle in race 10 with Reactor Now, pacer by Uckland Reactor, 9-year-old gelding, goes in 151-3, 27 flat closing quarter. There was actually horses chasing him that had sub 27 final quarters, but just couldn't catch him. On to Monday. The Preferred Trot was won by, that's the first thing we'll look at. The Preferred Trot was won by Pemberton in 153-4, making his 2024 debut. So let's watch this.
And they're off and trotting. Truffles 2 is hustling forward. On the outside, that's Pemberton. And between horses, Locatelli splits on through. Frank's Angel from the rail gets away in fourth as Southwind Encore will drop in behind. To the back went Patriarch Hanover. So Pemberton went off as the favorite and shoots out to the lead in the season debut. It'll be Pemberton to the top. Locatelli is second. Truffles 2 is third. The opening quarter, 27-1. Pemberton will move him into the backstretch. Clear by 2 on Locatelli. Racing third is Truffles 2. 2 lengths going back to Frank's Angel. Then it's Southwind Encore, and Patriarch Hanover is racing in 6. That's how they're lined up. 3/8 of the mile contested, and Pemberton gets to slow things down here in the second quarter. Locatelli's right there on the helmet. Following closely is Truffles 2. Everybody is tight right now. Frank's Angel in 4th. Southwind Encore 5th, and Patriarch Hanover is 6th. They go by the half in 57-1. A 30-second breather for Pemberton. It's Pemberton onto the far turn. Locatelli just getting the toe in second. Truffles 2 is on the helmet in third. Frank's Angel 4th. Southwind Encore. Patriarch Hanover. Nobody's fired a shot just yet, and Pemberton is still untouched on the lead. Locatelli second. A couple whip taps to stick with the leader. Truffles 2 is starting to angle out in front of Frank's Angel. Southwind Encore and Patriarch Hanover will try and shoot up the rail. 126-2 for 3/4. They're off the turn and into the stretch, and Pemberton will try to go the distance. Locatelli in second. Then we go back to the others with Truffles 2, Patriarch Hanover at the inside, Frank's Angel far outside, Southwind Encore. It's Pemberton still with the lead. Locatelli trying to get closer. Patriarch Hanover continues to chip away at the cones, but Pemberton's nearly home, and Pemberton will win the season debut. Finishing second was Locatelli. Patriarch Hanover was third. Southwind Encore 4th. 153-4 for Pemberton.
Yeah, big win there by Pemberton. A couple drivers on Monday at Woodbine Mohawk Park had hat tricks. Doug McNair does it again. He had 2 on Saturday, picks up 3 more on Monday. Race 4 here with no time at all. A 9-year-old gelding by Big Jim, paces the mile 153-2. Then he would win the next race with Gigondas in 153-2. A 5-year-old gelding by Trixton, 28-2 closing quarter. And then it was hat-trick time for McNair in race 8 with Savar Durares. Goes 156-1, 27-4 closing quarter. A 6-year-old gelding by Sunshine Beach, the co-favorite, gets it done here in the first leg of a pop-up series. The other driver to get 3 was Louis-Philippe Waugh. He gets his first win in race 6 with is it Friday yet? Not yet. Don't worry. Our next show's on Friday. He goes 153-2 here at 28 closing quarter for the co-favorite. An 11-year-old gelding by No Pan Intended. Louis-Philippe Waugh gets his second win in race 7 with Walk on the Moon. 154-3. Another favorite here. 27-3 closing quarter. Just storms off or away from the field here. After actually charges away here. This is a 6-year-old by Archangel. Nice trot here, and right here in the middle of the track. Oh yeah, horse had a lot more. Love to see it. And then race 10 was hat-trick time with Apuna Beach. 152-1 for this pacer. A 6-year-old by Sunshine Beach. Good win there by Waugh. We'll go to the West Coast. Fraser Downside Racing on Saturday. 7 races over the 7 races. 6 different drivers won. The only one to get 2 wins was Kelly Hort. He wins race 3 here with Army Captain Hanover. 152-1. He trains this pacer as well. An 8-year-old gelding by Captain Trentress. And he would also win the final race of the day with Beach Mist, another one he trains. This time it's a 4-year-old by Mystician, goes 157-3. We'll look at Flamborough racing on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday here we'll look at one driver had a hat trick, and that was Samuel Filion. Wins race 2 to start his day with Watch Me Dance and 158-4. 15-1. Bombs away here. An American Gigolo mare. Oh, yeah, just takes the lead and runs with it there. And the second win for Filion comes race 7 with Run Like Hill, 157-1. They're in there. They're in there somewhere. 7-year-old gelding by Muscle Hill. He's going to there he is. And he gets a hat trick the next race, race 8 with Lady Hamish, 159-3. Again, I promise they're out there. This time a 3-year-old filly by Big Jim. No last quarter time can be recorded, but these pacers, there they are. At least you can see them when they come down the stretch. Sunday racing at Flamborough. 2 drivers could get 2 was the most. Brett McDonald, he's the first one we'll look at. He gets his first win in race 3 with Cabot Tower, 157-3. 5-year-old mare by Art Speak. Minor 3-1 upset. He gets Brett McDonald gets his next win in race 6 with Fernhill Breeze and 159 flat. 30-3 closing quarter for the 8-year-old gelding by Articulator. Then the other driver to get 2 wins is Travis Henry on Sunday at Flamborough Downs. First win is in race 5 with Cool Cute Cookie. 157-1 was the mile time. He also gets his second win in race 7, this time with the trotter Magic Hush, a 4-year-old gelding by Cadabra. 203 flat was the mile time. Next track we'll look at, Saratoga had racing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. A lot of action here we're going to go over from Saratoga. We'll start things off with the open pace, race 6 on Saturday. How much is up for grabs in this? $15,000 in the purse. Let's watch this.
Fire from in between horses. There goes Skyway Victor to the inside. Ahi Sunshine outside is Primo Uomo, and in between them is Century Endeavor as they make their way into the first turn here. And it's Skyway Victor there for Mitch Cushing. In the pocket early on will be Ahi Sunshine. Sitting third will be Century Endeavor. Fourth there will be Primo Uomo. Off stride just went He's the Right Stuff. He's the Right Stuff is off stride. Moving into fifth now, Slip the Hundy. Sixth there is Pickup Man Hanover. And last is Rock and Roll Runa as they make their way to the quarter-mile mark here. It's Skyway Victor setting up shop in 28-1. In the pocket there is Ahi Sunshine. Sitting third now, Century Endeavor. Fourth there, back to Primo Uomo. Fifth, Slip the Hundy. Sixth comes Pickup Man Hanover. And last of them right now is Rock and Roll Runa. And He's the Right Stuff is out of it after the miscue as they make their way into the second turn here. It's Skyway Victor, and Cushing looks to ration out the speed of that one. In the pocket, Ahi Sunshine for Matty Thurn. Third is Century Endeavor, looking to pull on the right line. Might be Brett Beck with the half, was up in 57. First over, though, left to do the work is Rock and Roll Runa, and here comes Stahlbaum as he gives that one the cue. He'll have to do it from last and first up if he wants to do it. On the lead still, Skyway Victor as they make their way into the backstretch here. Pocket, Ahi Sunshine. first over forever tonight will be Rock and Roll Runa. Let's see what that one's made of. Picking up the cover now, moving to the outside is Primo Uomo for DeVoe. Fifth, locked up at the woods, Century Endeavor. Third over there, Slip the Hundy. Last pickup man, Hanover. 3/4, 1:25. Skyway Victor looking to take them all the way. But here comes Rock and Roll Runa, who's even money on the board, is grinding in ever so slightly in the pocket. Ahi Sunshine, every chance if that one's good enough. Outside hanging Primo Uomo as they swing to the top of the Heartbreak Lane. The drums are beating up top. Skyway Victor inside. Outside Rock and Roll Runa looking to slip through the side door. Here comes Ahi Sunshine. It's Ahi Sunshine. Matty A leaned back, gave him the cue, and went to the winner's circle. Ahi Sunshine.
Yeah, Ahi Sunshine gets the win in the open pace on Saturday in 154 and 1. 5-1 minor upset. Jackie Green trains this pacer, 4-year-old by Sunshine Beach. On Saturday, one driver had a hat trick, and that was Sean Gray. He gets his first win in race 2 with American Rebel. Oh, guess I don't have the replays for that. Oh, yeah, it is. It just says Sunday. It's not Sunday. It's actually Saturday here with American Rebel. Goes in 155 and 1. And he gets his next one in race 8. Again, this is on Saturday. Ronaldo in 153 and 4. And then in race 11 with Major Pocket in 155 and 3. On to Sunday at Saratoga. We'll kick things off with the open trot. Another 15,000 up for grabs. Let's watch this.
They're ready. And they're off. Discus Hanover gets the first call. Summit City Sunny aggressively powers out from the rail with Free Willy Hanover in between trotters third. Then comes Echo Demutus as Discus Hanover surges to the top. Echo Demutus is making an early move now. Brett Beckwith trying to put that one into play as Summit City Sunny is back to third. On the inside, Free Willy Hanover fourth, 2 lengths to come on over Hanover. Then comes Enhance Your Calm and By the Book. Big Box Hanover is the trailer, so 4 Hanovers and 4 non. 28 seconds flat in the first quarter as Discus Hanover is at the head of the class. He's taken over at the 5/16 by a length and a half on Summit City Sunny with Echo Demutus backpedaling to third. Free Willy Hanover is in fourth in front of Come On Over Hanover as Enhance Your Calm looks to switch lanes, and that'll start a domino effect. There's several pullers here, including By the Book, as the favorite has a lot to do. And up the inside, Big Box Hanover accelerating now as pretty much everyone pulled in a half and 58 seconds, so a slowdown of 30 seconds in quarter 2. And Discus Hanover still making it work as they head into the clubhouse turn. He's a length and a half in front of Summit City Sunny. That well-positioned long shot is second, getting a little rough there. To the outside of him is Echo Demutus, with Come On Over Hanover second over. Enhance Your Calm third over. By the Book has got them all to pass, and now DeVoe just flipped the switch on Discus Hanover, who's trying to open up from Summit City Sunny. A 3-wide third down for Come On Over Hanover. Up the inside for Free Willy Hanover, 3/4 and 127 and 1. And Discus Hanover has Summit City Sunny now evacuating the 2-hole. He's out for the drive. Up the inside, Free Willy Hanover accelerating up the rail, gobbling up some ground now with Big Box Hanover on the rail. And Come On Over Hanover and a Hanover-filled stretch drive, and Discus leads the way. Closing up the inside is Free Willy, Come On Over, and Summit City Sunny. It's Discus Hanover to go the distance. Discus Hanover did it from Free Willy Hanover in 156 and 3.
Yeah, that was the open trot again. Yeah, Discus Hanover gets the win there. On Sunday, a driver had a hat trick was Jay Randall. He kicks off the day with Octave in the first race in 156 and 2. Tiffany Barrett trains this pacer, 6-year-old by Always Be Mickey. Jay Randall gets the second win in race 4. Let's see here. Here's race 4 with Yankees Beast in 159 and 2. Jody Widman trains this gelding, a Yankee Glide gelding. And Jay Randall gets his third win the next race in race 5 with Cherry Mason in 159.4. A 6-year-old gelding by Dewey cheat on Howie. On to Monday at Saratoga. A couple drivers with 4-win days versus Billy Dobson. He gets a grand slam starting off here in race 5 with Queen Indeed in 159.4. Gary Levine trains this trotter, a 4-year-old mare by EL Titan. Dobson gets his second win in race 8 with Catch Me on the Beach, a 4-year-old gelding by He's Watching. $157.1 was the time. 13-1 upset here. Race 9 was the next win for Dobson with TikiTok Roy. Monica Chris trains this trotter, 4-year-old gelding by Swan in a Million. And then race 12, Easy in the Turds, 201 flat, 8-1 upset here for the 3-year-old mare by Muscle Mass. The other driver to have a hat trick was Brett Beckwith. He gets his first win in race 2 with Lulu Marie. Francis Mahoney Jr. trains this pacer, a 4-year-old gelding. Let's see if we... Yeah, here we go. Now we'll get to Brett Beckwith. Yeah, here's Lulu Marie. Francis Mahoney Jr. trains the gelding, a 4-year-old by American Ideal. 155.3 was the mile time. Race 6 was the next Beckwith win. Go Dancing. Mark Beckwith trains this pacer, a 7-year-old gelding by Rock and Roll Dance. Race 10, Lupa. Co-favorite, 157.2. 4-year-old by Rock and Image. And then race 11 with Pax Hanover, 159.1. Mark Beckwith trains this trotter, a 4-year-old gelding by Cantab Hall. Then on to Tuesday at Saratoga. We'll kick things off with the Fillies and Mares Open Pace, race 6. Let's watch this.
They're ready. And they're off. Good beginning for Way Too Sweet on the rail. Always Watching is trying to step on the gas with Racy Roxy and Racine Bell. So 4 of the 6 are all leaving as they swallow up Way Too Sweet early, and getting the best of it is Always Watching, but she braces for Racine Bell, who's putting an early threat together. And here comes Racine Bell, striding up to take over the lead. Always Watching will view the favorite from the pocket. Racy Roxy is away in third in a snappy first quarter of 27-1, which sees the Millionaires Racine Bell emerge with the lead. She's on center stage as they leave the backstretch. Always Watching, viewing the action from the pocket with Racy Roxy right there in third. 2 lengths away Too Sweet. Then comes Arizona and Fond Memories, who's at the back as the 6-pack of featured pacing mares complete the second turn and pass in front of the stands. And Racine Bell leads the parade. She has bragging rights with Always Watching tucked in her pocket. Racy Roxy looks it over from third and a half in 57 seconds to a well-rated 29.4 second panel for DeVoe and Racine Bell, who are the dictating speed as they head into the clubhouse turn for the final time. Always Watching getting a perfect trip with Racy Roxy in third. Then comes Way Too Sweet. Nothing yet from Arizona or Fond Memories. Those featured pacers head down the backstretch, and Racine Bell trying to open things up as DeVoe lets it out a notch with the favorite, Racy Roxy, forced to make her move now on the outside. She's just 2.5 lengths away. 3 quarters and 125.3, 28.3 in the third quarter. Racine Bell bracing for Racy Roxy, and the race is on, and Racy Roxy and Racine Bell are trading strides now. They've left Always Watching 2 lengths behind. Moving up on the outside comes Arizona, but they come to the top of the stretch, and Racy Roxy goes right by. Racine Bell has been dueled in a defeat by a powerful move from Racy Roxy. It is Racy Roxy. Book it. Racine Bell second, Arizona up for third. 154 flat.
Yeah, Racy Roxy with Jay Randall in the bike for Rob Harmon gets the win there. Driver to get a hat trick last night or yesterday at Saratoga, Matthew Athern. He gets his first win in race 7. Just one after that, Phillies Mares Open with Swedish Starlet, 154-4 for the minor 3-1 upset. Jimmy Nickerson trains. Athern gets back in the winner's circle. Race 12. Maggie at bat, minor 6-1 upset. Jimmy Nickerson trains this pacer as well, a 4-year-old by Rockin' Image. And he'll also get race 13, so a late daily double here. This time for trainer Zachary Gray, Poppy Drayton, 158-1. Okay, on to Northfield Park. They had racing Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday. That's what we're going to look at. First up, Saturday action. Race 6 we're going to jump to, which is the Phillies and Mares Open Pace. 18,000 up for grabs here. Let's watch this, and then we'll talk about it. Here's the Phillies and Mares Open Pace.
They're off, they're pacing. Fairy's Delight takes a swing off the wings. The Gypsy Queen toward the inside flashes speed, and Cat between that pair to the first turn they go. The Gypsy Queen cuts the corner and uses her pylon edge. She's got the front. Fairy's Delight and Merriman with a choice to make. They're racing in second, and he's going to wrangle her back into the pocket behind the Gypsy Queen. Cat is racing in third as they move across the back stretch. A Delightful Act comes out racing fourth. Think of Galaxies. She's racing in fifth. Slight change of tactics for her tonight, and she's only in front of Creme Delight, who looks for back-to-back open scores, but she's the caboose past a quarter and a reasonable 27-2. The Gypsy Queen on the engine tonight. She leads at a length and a half to the good of Fairy's Delight, racing in second. Back to third, and Cat. A Delightful Act is next with Think of Galaxies, and the trailer is Creme Delight. So it's the Gypsy Queen who takes the field in front of the stands. The Gypsy Queen on the throne right now. Fairy's Delight right on her back second, with Cat racing in third. A Delightful Act is still in line fourth. There's no movement. Think of Galaxies fifth, and Creme Delight is still sixth. And last, 56-4. He rated half mile for the Gypsy Queen. The Gypsy Queen trying to make every pole a winning one on the front, leading it to Fairy's Delight, who's had a picture-perfect journey for Merriman. Cat is racing in third. Now she's accompanied by her barn mate. Creme Delight comes to the outside. Down at the inside is a Delightful Act, and Think of Galaxies was shuffled to last, but she'll follow Creme Delight up on the rim. But they still got to get the Gypsy Queen. The Gypsy Queen passed 3/4 in 125. Creme Delight up on the outside. She's passed 3 of them. She's up to be second. Down at the inside, Fairy's Delight. Ready to roll 3 deep as Think of Galaxies. Then comes Cat and a Delightful Act. There's an 1/8 of a mile left to go. The Gypsy Queen trying to stand tall. Fairy's Delight looks for the passing lane. Merriman grabs the left line with her. Then Creme Delight and Think of Galaxies. The Gypsy Queen holding a tenuous lead. Fairy's Delight at the inside. It's the Gypsy Queen or Fairy's Delight. The Gypsy Queen. The Gypsy Queen. Wire to wire. Fairy's Delight just couldn't get by.
154 flat for the Gypsy Queen, a 6-year-old mare by foreclosure. Keith Cash Jr. trains and was in the bike. That's Fairy's Delight with Aaron Merriman finished second. And at 10-1, Think of Galaxies and Billy Davis Jr. finished third. On Saturday at Northfield Park, one driver had a hat trick, and we just mentioned him. He finished third here in the Phillies and Mares Open. It was Billy Davis Jr. He gets his first win. He finally cracks it in race 9 with 5-year-old mare by Racing Hill, and that is Morning Miracle. 156-2 was the mile time. 29-2 closing quarter, just charged right by there. His second win comes in race 13. Beyond Words in 157-1. Corey Kreiser trains this pacer, a 8-year-old mare by Art Major, 157-1, 30-3 closing quarter. And he would win the last race of the card as well with Tobin Secret in 156-1. Huge favorite here, a 10-year-old mare by Proven Lover. On to Sunday at Northfield Park. Couple of opens we'll look at first. First is the Open Trot, race 4. See here, 18,000 up for grabs in the Open Trot. Let's step back and watch this.
On gate. They're off and a trotting. Tequila Talkin' first away off the wings. Apelli flashes good speed. Alberto caught 3 wide on the first turn. Merriman with Archery Sealster gets away in 4th. Set It and Forget It will come out racing in 5th. And Shamrock is the early trailer. Onto the backstretch first time, and Tequila Talkin' sent to the front. Tequila Talkin' is the leader. Alberto up into a pocket journey as they move across the backstretch. So the favorites are 1-2, but the big favorite, Tequila Talkin', is on the engine, and the quarter's up in 27 and 4. Tequila Talkin' over Alberto with Apelli racing in 3rd. Archery Sealster in line while 4th. Set It and Forget It is second last. He's only in front of Shamrock, who would have to pass them all. Tequila Talkin' on the engine through 3/8 of a mile, leads it to Alberto with Apelli racing in 3rd. Archery Sealster still in line from 4th, so too is Set It and Forget It, and Shamrock looking for his 4-leaf clover at the tail. So they chase Tequila Talkin' to the halfway point, and they're through lap 1 of 57 and 4, so they back down in the second quarter. Tequila Talkin', a lot of respect up front. He's still got him lined up. Alberto enjoying a nice trip behind him with Apelli racing in 3rd. Archery Sealster is patient from 4th. Set It and Forget It is 5th, and Shamrock still 6th and last. There's been no movement through the first 5/8. There's less than 3/8 to go, and Tequila Talkin' is widening at will. The lead's increased to 2.5. Alberto trying to keep trot with him. Archery Sealster swings to the outside of Apelli. Then it's Set It and Forget It and Shamrock. 3/4, 126 and 1. They're into the far turn. Tequila Talkin' is the leader. Alberto, 2.5 lengths behind from second, and he's 3 clear of Apelli, who re-rallies inside of Archery Sealster. They're 3rd and 4th with less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and Ronnie Wren is just a passenger. Off stride goes Alberto from the pocket. Alberto just jumped it off, so Tequila Talkin' is home free. He's in front by 8 lengths down to the wire. Tequila Talkin' crushed him. Apelli second, then it's Shamrock 3rd in 154 and 2.
At 154 and 2, like you heard, for Tequila Talkin'. Mike Burke trains the trotter, 9-year-old gelding by Cantab Hall. The next thing we'll look at is the Open 2 pace, race 13. 15,500 up for grabs. In this one, American Fling wins in 151 and 4. Billy Davis Jr. in the bike for Randy Mendez trainer. 4-year-old gelding by American Ideal. Let's watch the Open 2 pace from Sunday.
Open 2 pacers on gate. Here they come. Off and a pacing American Fling off the wings well. There goes Duncan put into play. Koopaloop between that pair. To the first turn they move. American Fling cuts the corner. He's got the front right where he likes to be. Racing up to be second is Koopaloop. Duncan gets down to the pylons in 3rd. Lying in cash from the second tier comes out racing in 4th and 2 clear of the Ideal Dancer. It's another 2 back to Dillinger. He's racing in front of Catch Me Conrad from the rail is 3rd last. He got in front of the Scalacci trainees. Tremendous play and Master Yossi bring up the tail. Over at an opening quarter of 27 and 1. They motor around that far turn first time. American Fling is the leader, a length and a half to the good on Koopaloop. So the favorites are 1-2, and the favorite enjoys the pocket ride, 2 off the top. 2.5 clear of Duncan. He's racing in the 3rd spot through 3/8 of a mile. Lying in cash is next. The Ideal Dancer is still on hold while mid-pack. Dillinger follows him. He's racing in the 6th position. They're followed by Catch Me Conrad as Tremendous Play swings off the rail from 8th, and Master Yossi 9th and last, but he's following his barn mate to the halfway point of 56 and 1. 29 in that panel for American Fling. American Fling back into the clubhouse turn on top, leading it to Koopaloop. Duncan is locked in by a first up, Lying in cash. That gives cover to the Ideal Dancer. So Merriman feeds him racetrack, and he's second over into that outer flow. Dillinger came off the rail. He's 3rd over. Tremendous Play, and Master Yossi dropped back to the inside. Catch Me Conrad is now the trailer as they hit the midpoint of the back stretch. American Fling still on top. Koopaloop trying to keep pace with him from the pocket. Lying in cash is 3rd off 3/4 in 124 and 1. 28 backside. American Fling into the far turn, and the lead is increased back to 2. Koopaloop racing in second. Duncan is third. Lying in Cash, then the Ideal Dancer. Top of the stretch, and the favorites will do battle. It's American Fling off the turn. Koopaloop's had a perfect trip. Can he get to him? American Fling. Koopaloop on the outside, not getting to American Fling. Wire to wire. Then Koopaloop and Duncan. 151 and 4.
Yeah, we'll move on here. Northfield Park also had a driver get a hat trick on Sunday. Aaron Merriman gets his first win with Dancing Dragon in race 3. 154 and 2 was the mile time for this 9-year-old gelding by Dragon again. Merriman gets his second win a couple races later in race 5 with Wyatt J. 155 flat. Alicia Hanners trains this pacer, a 7-year-old gelding by American Ideal. Oh, we just hit the hour mark. Good stuff. We got another hour to go. So we're about halfway done. And Aaron Merriman, though, will keep on this hat trick. Time, race 9. Thornbush, Hanover, 155 and 1. Sorry, 155 and 2 was the mile time for the 7-year-old gelding by Always a Virgin. And Merriman gets his 4th win with Major Fernco in 157 and 1. Braden Rhodes trains this pacer, an 8-year-old gelding by Art Major. On to Tuesday at Northfield Park. A couple of drivers had some good days. First, we'll look at Kurt Sugg. He gets a hat trick. Gets his first win in race 2 with Marriage on the Rocks. A Morgan Hagerman trained pacer. They go 155 and 3. Marriage on the Rocks is a 4-year-old gelding by Pet Rock. 9-1 upset. Sugg gets his second win in race 5 with Dancing in Style, 156 and 2. Steve Novak trains this pacer, a 3-year-old gelding by Dancing Yankee. And then race 8 was hat trick time for Kurt Sugg with Fly Jesse Fly. 2 minutes and 1/5 in the fog here. The fog hit Northfield Park too. Calvin Haller trains this trotter. 11-year-old gelding by Jailhouse Jesse. The other driver to have a good day last night at Northfield Park, Aaron Merriman. He gets a grand slam. Kicks it off in race 7 with Windmere Dealer. Prince Edward bred pacer. 8-1 upset. 156 and 1. Another 8-1 Old Town Road finished second. Sorry about that. And the favorite, Some Happy Pacer, finished third. That's making a $109 triactor off a $1 wager. Merriman gets his second win, race 9 with Sergeant Highway, 22-1. Oh, sorry. My bad. I put race 9 up there. He actually gets the win the next race, race 10. Wrong replay. That happens sometimes. He gets the win here in race 10 with the bus. Braden Rhodes trained pacer in 157 flat, a 10-year-old by Art Major. The next one was race 12. Oh, here it is. Figure this out right here. Race 12 for Merriman. Golden Compass, 158 and 4. And Grand Slam time, race 13, Sweet Shoonie Moon, 155 and 4. Next track we'll look at, Miami Valley had racing Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, Sunday. 14 races on the program. 13 different drivers won. So only one driver had 2 wins, and that was Chris Page. He gets the win in race 2 with Virginia's Kenny B in 158 and 2. A 6-year-old gelding by Mr. Webb Page. And then you would also win race 6 with Rose Run Yowza in 154 and 3. A 4-year-old gelding by Long Tom. Mike Burke trains that one. Monday at Miami Valley, Dan Noble gets 3 wins. He gets his first win in race 7 here with Wildfire Sealster, the favorite. Morgan Hagerman trains this trotter, 8-year-old mare by Explosive Matter, 153-2. 19-1 Bold Strategy finished second with 24-1. What's Up Cupcake finished third, making the 50-cent trifecta $222.10. Dan Noble gets back to winner's circle race 9 with the Lemus in 155 flat for the favorite. 43-1. Big Bad Brenda finished second. And then Dan Noble gets back to the winner's circle race 14 with Bella Button, 155-4. Christy Noble trains this trotter, a 8-year-old mare by Waterloo Sunset. On to Tuesday. 3 drivers could pick up 2 wins at Miami Valley. The first one, Kane Kaufman. He gets the first win in race 2 with Frozen Shark. 4-year-old Gelding by Revenge Shark. Alex Adam trains this pacer. 10-1 upset at 156 flat. Almost caught by one of the co-favorites here, my buddy Steve. The other co-favorite, Little Legend, finished last. Kaufman gets his second win in race 13 with Western Knob. 5-1 upset here. McLaren gets 11-1, finished third. Again, the favorite, I Fear Nothing, finished last. Kane Kaufman, that was his second win. Brett Miller, another driver to get 2. He gets his first one in race 5 with She Hitting the High Notes in 154-1. Kyle Adder trains this pacer, 7-year-old mare by Knob Hill High. The second win for Brett Miller comes in race 12 with Cruisin' Artie, 155-3. Mark Adder Jr. trains this pacer, a Yankee Cruiser Gelding. And the last driver to get 2 wins, so we'll look at here on Tuesday at Miami Valley, yesterday at Miami Valley, I should say, was Austin Hanners. Race 6, You Are My Rock in 153-4, a 5-1 upset. Stacey Curry trains the pacer, 4-year-old Gelding by Boston Red Rocks. 8-1, Sin Buster 6 was finished second. Another 5-1, Princess Marvin finished third, while the favorite BB Cruiser finished 5th. And Austin Hanners' second win comes in race 10. Papillion, 49-1 upset. Roy Murphy Jr. trains this, a 4-year-old mare by Heston Blue Chip, 49-1. Where the favorite finished 6th. This 50-cent tractor paid $963.75. Wow. The next track we'll look at, Cal Expo, had racing on Sunday. Couple features here. Was the first one we'll look at the Open Trot. Race 10. My apologies there. It was 8,800 up for grabs. Let's watch this.
And they're off. A nice start. Several horses leaving. Pride Crest on the far outside. Silver Hill Volo left. From the inside, Serene Hall left. Also leaving is Jack Rabbit Slims. Into the turn they race, and the early lead belongs to Silver Hill Volo. Pride Crest neatly into the pocket in second. Serene Hall left to come away in third. Up on the outside, here comes Body Armor. Off the gate at the start, but moving for the front. On the inside, the leader is Silver Hill Volo. Body Armor moves up on the outside. 29-3, the opening quarter. And from the outside, Body Armor takes the lead, and he's working for it. Silver Hill Volo pushes in second. Pride Crest now third. Serene Hall is fourth. Trotting in fifth is Omaha Storm Chaser. Sixth, having found a seat, is Jack Rabbit Slims, and he's on the move. He's going to provide cover to Daytona Dreamin', who's in the outer flow.
Shuffled is Peter's Royalty. To the outside, Lewis. And the outer flow is moving forward as they head to the half, being led by Body Armor. Half was through in 1 minute and 2/5. 30 and 4 second quarter breather for Body Armor, who leads it by 1.5 lengths. Up on the outside, Jack Rabbit Slims moves into second. Silver Hill Volo locked in the box in third. Up on the outside, Daytona Dreamin' second over with a nose up for fourth over Pride Crest, who's on the inside. And let's pay attention to the top. Right now, Longo sitting fairly chilly with Body Armor. They lead it by 1 length. On the outside, Jack Rabbit Slims gets closer and closer. 3 quarters, 1:29 and 4, 29 and 2 for the third quarter. And in the blink of an eye, here comes Jack Rabbit Slims to challenge the lead of Body Armor, who says, I've got more. These two fight it out. Here comes Pride Crest. Pride Crest emerges from the pack and takes the lead. Racing in second, Jack Rabbit Slims far outside. It's Lewis. He's 5-1. Then it's Pride Crest winning again. Lewis second. Jack Rabbit Slims was third. 159 for.
159 flat there for Pride Crest. 12-year-old gelding by Angus Hall. Kathleen Plested trains. Svenstead was in the bike. Wow, big win there. 5-1. 4-1 Lewis finished second. The favorite Jackrabbit Slim finished third. Body Armor, who had the lead, fell to 8th. The next race, another feature here, the California sired 4-year-old horse and geldings. 20,000 here in this race, 1 mile here. Been a Mystery with James Kennedy drives and trains this horse at 6-1, goes 157 and 4. Been a Mystery, a 4-year-old by Mystery Chase. Let's watch this. Horse and geldings, California sire stakes for 4-year-olds.
Here they come. And they're off. That's Been a Mystery going for the lead. Down along the inside, it's Doug's Monkey Business, and that's how they'll race as they head into the turn. Been a Mystery takes the early lead. Doug's Monkey Business comes away in second. Lil Baby Blue is third. Polar Storm is fourth, and Dardic Vic is the trailer. That's the 5 pacers as they head to the first quarter, and the pace is not fast, and it's being set by Been a Mystery, who leads it by 1.5 lengths. Well placed in the pocket is Doug's Monkey Business as they race by the opening panel in a time of 31 and 2. Out of the turn and up the backstretch they go. Been a Mystery leads it 1.5 lengths. Doug's Monkey Business is second. Nick Rowland says, no more slow pace, boys. And he drives from fourth, now third, now second. And with a rush, Polar Storm will take over the point. Been a Mystery, glad now to be in the pocket. Doug's Monkey Business, the 3-hole in third by 2.5. Lil Baby Blue is fourth by 2.5. And Dardic Vic, they race by the half-mile marker in 101 flat. 29 and 3 for the second quarter. Around the 29s for the leader, Polar Storm, who leads it by 1.5 lengths. And Nick Rowland is rating the horse here in this third quarter. Been a Mystery is second. Doug's Monkey Business saves ground third by 2. Little Baby Blue is fourth by 3.5, and Dardic Vic, 5/16 of a mile to go. Under a nice grip on the lead is Polar Storm. Been a Mystery is second. Doug's Monkey Business yet to be asked. 3 quarters, 129 flat. An easy-looking 28-second third quarter for Polar Storm, who leads it by 2. Out for the drive in second has Been a Mystery. Doug's Monkey Business is 3 wide. 1/8 of a mile to go. Polar Storm the leader. He's not home yet. In between horses, Been a Mystery. Outside, Doug's Monkey Business is gaining. Polar Storm needs the wire. Here comes Been a Mystery. Fastest of all. Tight for second between Doug's Monkey Business and Polar Storm in 157 and 4.
Yeah, and that's that one. The next thing we'll look at is Jacob Cutting wins 4 races. The first one actually we're going to look at here is the California Sire Stakes 4-year-old fillies and mares. He wins with Kamara. No, sorry, he wins with Sonalta Token and 159 flat. He wins with Kamara in the open pace a race before that, which we'll look at briefly. But here's the California Sire Stakes 4-year-old fillies and mares, which is won by Sonalta Token.
Here they come. And they're off. Stevie's Girls going for the lead with Wild Blue Wonder down along the inside. Made of Mischief on the outside, rushing up as Shandon. Into the turn they race. Stevie's Girl has the lead. Shandon's in a hurry, and Shandon from the outside moves up and takes the lead. Along the inside in second is Stevie's Girl. Moving up on the outside, Made of Mischief is on the move. Was fourth, now third, now second as they race to the first quarter. On the inside, the leader is Shandon. Up on the outside, Made of Mischief. First quarter, 30 seconds flat. Made of Mischief has made the front. Shandon's in the pocket second. Stevie's Girl is third. Wild Blue Wonder is fourth, followed another length and after Sonalta Token in fifth. Hot and Fancy is sixth. The back marker, Sonalta Memories. They've traveled more than 3/8 of a mile, and the leader by a length and a half is Made of Mischief, brushing up on the outside. Here comes Wild Blue Wonder along the inside. Shandon is third. Second up and fourth is Sonalta Token. They went by the half in a minute and 3/5, 30-3 for the second quarter. The leader by a length is Made of Mischief, who's committed to the front. Committed to the outside is Wild Blue Wonder, who is second and grinding. Shandon in the pocket third. Sonalta Token second over and fourth. Stevie's Girl locked in fifth. Hot and Fancy third over and sixth. Fourth over now, Sonalta Memories. Starting to get a little separation is Made of Mischief, who leads it by a length and a half and has shrugged off the challenge of Wild Blue Wonder. Here comes Sonalta Token, 3 wide. 3 quarters, 1:29-2, 28-4 for the third quarter. The leader is Made of Mischief. The advantage is 2 lengths on the outside. Sonalta Token is closing ground. On the inside, Sonalta Token, on the outside, Sonalta Token now takes the lead. Made of Mischief racing in second. Sonalta Token opening up as she comes to the wire. Made of Mischief second. It looked like Stevie's Girl was third over Sonalta Memories, 1:59.
Yeah, Jacob Cutting would actually end the day on Sunday with 4 wins. He would win the first race of the day with Halley's Big Comet in 157 flat, a 4-1 upset here. 16-1, What Cheer finished second, and 23-1, Powder House finished third. There was a superfecta, 39-1. City by the Bay finished fourth, but yeah, no superfecta on this race. Actually, the next race Cutting would win would be race 4. This was the open pace by Kamara. Daryl Cutting trades. Don't have the full clip for you. I missed this one, but it's a 2-hour episode. It's okay. And then Cutting would get his Grand Slam in race 11 with Midnight Zen, a 5-year-old mare by Major Bombay in 158-1. Co-favorite with a 47-2 DT Pet Attack finishing second. On to the next track, Monticello, racing Monday and Tuesday. On Monday, they had the Fillies and Mares Open Pace, race 7, last race of the day. Let's see here, 6,500 up for grabs. Perfect Queen goes 157-2. Thomas Merton in the bike for Tiffany Barrett. This is a 5-year-old mare by American Ideal. So here's the Fillies and Mares Open Pace.
There goes Infinity Sealster leaving quickly, middle of the track. There goes Special Graduate with a rush. Now quickly crosses over to take command. And also on the far outside, there goes Perfect Queen with a rush on the outside. So as the lead changes again, Perfect Queen now takes the lead away from Special Graduate. Then comes Infinity Sealster third. Proud American Girl gets away racing fourth. Would Watch What My Feet Do is coming away racing fifth. Then it's Come Zoom With Me trailing Lady Jericho, the quarter in 29 at the paddock turn the first time. So we have Tom Merton and Perfect Queen returning from Pocono Downs, leads the way by a length. Pocket Trip Special Graduate is racing second, followed by Infinity Sealster and Proud American Girl. So they come by the stand for the first time, and it is the post-time favorite, Perfect Queen, on top over Special Graduate second, Infinity Sealster third. From the back, there goes Lady Jericho, half mile in 59:30 quarter, moving around the clubhouse turn, and it's still Perfect Queen holding on to that length advantage. Special Graduate second. Here comes Lady Jericho, And Mike Merton with a rush up on the outside. Now look to take on the favorite, heading to the 3/4. On the inside, Perfect Queen. Outside, Lady Jericho. Pocket Special Graduate, 3/4. 128 and 4, 29 and 4 panel. Moving around the final turn. On the inside, Perfect Queen. Lady Jericho keeps on plugging away on the outside with Special Graduate third. Then on the inside comes Infinity Sealster fourth. Top of the lane here in the finale and the feature, and it's still Tom Merton and Perfect Queen trying to go all the way on the lead. On the inside, Special Graduate. Tom, you're home free. Perfect Queen takes the finale. Special Graduate was second with Lady Jericho.
And 157.2 was the time. On Monday, one driver got 2 wins. That was Fern Paquette. He wins race 4 here with Marvin B. Swift, 159 and 2. Stephen Ray trains this trotter, 6-year-old gelding by Exactly Hanover. And then Fern would get back into the winner's circle. Race 6 with a Gregory Decker Jr. trained trotter. Jump shot, 8-year-old gelding by E.L. Titan. 2 minutes and 3/5 was the time. Tuesday, I'm Monticello. 8 races this time. The first one we'll look at is the Open Pace, 6,500 up for grabs. Let's watch this.
Okay, here they come. They're off. That's Just Wave Goodbye, leaving alongside Trevor's Ace in the center of the racetrack. Hop in, Roll Heaven on the extreme outside is moving 3 deep. Also leaving for position, coming from Caveat Reagan. Down along the inside, it is Flying Finn, and the early trailer in the field is KJ Leo. Heading down the backstretch to the quarter, Hop in, Roll Heaven. On top by a length, right there second is Just Wave Goodbye. They go by the quarter, 27 and 3. So they move around the paddock turn the first time. Hop in, Roll Heaven, making his Monticello debut, coming up from the Meadowlands. Leads away by a length. Pocket Journey for Just Wave Goodbye second. Then it's Trevor's Ace and Caveat Reagan. So they come by the stand for the first time. Greg, who has already won 5 today, looking for win number 6 at the half-mile juncture in 57 seconds, 29 and 2 second quarter. Moving around the clubhouse turn, and it's Hop in, Roll Heaven, holding on to the lead by a length, but company is coming in the form of Caveat Reagan. Now taking aim on the outside to challenge. Then on the inside, Just Wave Goodbye third. Second over Journey for Trevor's Ace alongside fourth. Then on the outside is KJ Leo and Flying Finn. 3/4, 126 and 2, 29 and 2, third panel. Moving around the final turn, it's still Hop and Roll Heaven. Outside, Caveat Reagan. 3 wide in contention, coming from Trevor's Ace. Pocket Journey with Just Wave Goodbye, top of the lane. And it's anybody's race here in the finale. 4 horses across the track. Who do you like? And now Caveat Reagan has emerged your leader. And Mike Merton and Caveat Reagan is going to...
Yeah, it's Caveat Reagan with Michael Merton and Edgar Clark trained pacer. 10-year-old gelding by Better's Delight goes in 156 and 4. Gregory Merton finished second with Hop and Roll Heaven. As you maybe heard in the call, he had won 5 prior. Couldn't get the 6th here in the Open, but here's his 5 prior. Wins 5 of the 8 races on the card. He wins the first race with Groovy Jane Ann. Here we go. He actually gets the early daily double as well in race 2 here. He wins with Better Lady in 2 minutes and 4/5. Danielle Gill trains this pacer, a 10-year-old mare by Better's Delight. The $1 daily double, 1930. Both horses were the number 2 as well with Gregory Merton in the bike. Merton wouldn't win races 3 and 4, but he'd be back in race 5 with Major Rosita. Gary Messenger trains this pacer, a 4-year-old mare by Major Bombay. 2:01 and 3, 5-1 minor upset. And Merton would also win race 6 here with Kokanee Sealster, 7-1. Minor upset. Alicia Lafreniere trains this pacer, 11-year-old gelding by Camluck. And add race 7 to Merton's resume here. Franco Tristan, 159 and 4. Another Alicia Lafreniere trained pacer. This time a 12-year-old gelding by McCardle. About a half an hour left. Here we go. Hour and a half down. Half an hour left. Dover Downs, Monday and Tuesday. Look at Monday. One driver had 6. Anthony Morgan. Race 3, he gets things going here with a 3-1 frivolous appeal. 155 and 1 here. Justin Brenneman trains this pacer. Morgan wins race 4 as well with Intimidation, 152 and 4. Tim Chrisman trains this pacer, a 4-year-old gelding by Captain Trencherous. Anthony Morgan gets to the winner's circle with another Tim Kreisman trained pacer, Some Rata, in 154 and 3. 10-year-old gelding by Some Beach Somewhere. Race 7 also with Anthony Morgan, another Tim Kreisman trained Memory Making, 5-year-old gelding by Tell It Like It Is. Anthony Morgan will also win race 11 with Revelry, 153 and 2 here in race 11. Charlene Sharp trains the pacer, Captain Trencherous, sired 8-year-old. And Anthony Morgan finally gets win 16 in race 13. Moscow Mitch. Ryan Bailey trains this pacer, a 5-year-old by Down by the Seaside, 154 and 3. Tuesday at Dover Downs, one driver had 3 wins, a hat trick. Corey Callahan. He wins races 3, 9, and 10. Race 3 here with Sir Lloyd. Jason Johnson trains the 3-year-old by Betting Line. 50-1 upset. 155 and 3 was the time. Tractor, $2 tractor, over $1,500. Wow. Race 9 was Callahan's second win. This came with Star Razor, 155 and 2. This time was the favorite. Nicholas Callahan trains this trotter, 6-year-old gelding. And Callahan would also win the Open Trot, 25,000 up for grabs with Muscle Dynasty, race 10 here. Walter Callahan trains. Let's watch Muscle Dynasty do it in 154 and 1.
Open handicap trotters behind the gate, moving up purse 25,000. They're off from the outside. I Get It lead with Northern Express. Up between horses, that's Crystal Fashion as they make the way into the first turn. I Get It up to get the lead. Northern Express drives up to take the lead from I Get It. Crystal Fashion got away third, dropping in there fourth. Now Muscle Dynasty gets right in front of 50 Ways. Then comes Black Hope, followed by Jail Cruise, and at the end, that old Barstool. They make their way around the first turn, and Northern Express is on top, followed by I Get It, 2 lengths. Crystal Fashion third. Racing in fourth, that's Muscle Dynasty, 27 and 2/5. Field makes the way by the stands now, on the way over toward the halfway mark, and the leader, Northern Express. It's a length and a half, almost 2 lengths over I Get It. 2 back to Crystal Fashion, coming to the outside, Muscle Dynasty from fourth, following 50 Ways. Also out Black Hope in front of Jail Cruise. Up the inside goes that old Barstool. They make their way into the clubhouse turn. On the way over toward the half, Northern Express and I Get It. Racing on the outside, Muscle Dynasty toward the rail, Crystal Fashion. 50 Ways second over. Also outside, Black Hope. They went by the half, 56 and 4/5. Field races over toward the back stretch, and Northern Express leads the way. Muscle Dynasty races up on the outside. I Get It waits there at the rail. 50 Ways tries to follow from fourth, down inside Crystal Fashion. Then it's Black Hope, followed by Jail Cruise down inside the trailer. That old Barstool. They go into the far turn. On the way toward 3/4, Northern Express, Muscle Dynasty, I Get It down inside. 50 Ways not keeping up right now toward the rail, Crystal Fashion. They go by 3/4, 125 around the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch. Muscle Dynasty is battling there with Northern Express. Inside, I Get It, and they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home, Northern Express with Muscle Dynasty, they straighten away. Northern Express a short lead. Muscle Dynasty loose down the inside. I Get It. They come through the stretch. On the outside, Muscle Dynasty with Northern Express. Muscle Dynasty's in front. Northern Express and I Get It. 154 and 1.
Yeah, let's get on to Western Fair. Now the next track we'll look at Monday and Tuesday racing, I believe. Yes, Monday and Tuesday racing. The first thing on Monday, Travis, a few drivers got 2 wins, the most on Monday. Travis Henry's the first one we'll look at. He wins, gets 2. His second win actually comes in race 10, the last race of the day, in the preferred pace with Wildcat Rocky in 155 and 3. So let's watch this.
Picking up speed, here they come. 10th and final. It is go time. They're off. Cheddar Bay from the center to take them on out of there. Wildcat Rocky along the inside is going to push on through to grab the early control. Wildcat Rocky now to the top. Cheddar Bay trying to find that 2-hole ride, going under very tight lines to be third. Doc's Philly Cheese and Carroll was straight back on him there. Getting away in fourth, It Takes Two. Sliding into fifth was P.L. Oliver. Then it's back to Harper's hat trick. Next to last was Homie Joe. Holly's Treasure at the back of the bus this week. 27-3. Opened it up for 9-5. Second choice, Wildcat Rocky's going to have to deal with Doc's Philly Cheese, who's traveling first up at a third. Now shows second. It's going to be these two together up and towards the half-mile marker. Wildcat Rocky is on the lead, being faced now by Doc's Philly Cheese, who's up and at him. A wonderful toe up here for It Takes Two. All over the Carroll helmet. Fourth and in now for Cheddar Bay. Then in fifth is P.L. Oliver. Then came Harper's hat trick, Homie Joe, and Holly's Treasure. Half clocked up in 57-3. Backside final time for Wildcat Rocky. Doc's Philly Cheese. He's going to live on the outside there in second. Third and in for Cheddar Bay. It Takes Two. Out there in the 4 spot, he's thinking about the 3 wide side, and there he goes. It Takes Two. Travels 3 deep and gaining on Wildcat Rocky. Here's 3/4. 1, 26 and 1. They're going to fan 3, maybe 4 across for the drive home. It's still Wildcat Rocky. Cheddar Bay still in the mix. Doc's Philly Cheese not going away. It Takes Two is on the grandstand side. Wildcat Rocky goes all the way for Henry. Cheddar Bay was trying to be second against Doc's Philly Cheese. It Takes Two was finished.
Yeah, 155-3 was the time for the preferred. Travis Henry gets his first win in race 2 with Mo Better in 158 and 1. An 8-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Another driver to get 2 wins on Monday at Western Fair was Michael Horner. He gets his first in race 5. Has the handyman in 156 and 4. 7-year-old gelding by Big Jim. He'd also win race 6 here with Hazy Coast. 3-year-old gelding by All Bets Off, 156 and 1. He trains this horse as well. Actually, he trained both horses that he gets wins with. And then the other driver to get 2 wins on Monday, Samuel Filion. Races 7 and 8. Vicious Alicious in 157 and 1 here. 5-1 minor upset. 157 and 1 for the 10-year-old gelding by Always a Virgin. And then next race, Little Manny. 157 flat here for this 7-year-old gelding by Articulator. And then Tuesday at Western Fair, 2 drivers could pick up 2 wins. Travis Henry is another one. He gets the first race of the day with a 46-1 upset, kind of like Royalty in 158. Started way back in 7th and slowly made her way up. A 5-year-old mare by Westwardo Hanover. Boom, right there. Starts the day off with a bang. Travis Henry gets his second win in race 8 with Lila Blue. 156 and 4, 10-1 upset. Not as good as 46-1, but still pretty good. 7-year-old mare by Art Major. Garrett Rooney was the other driver to get 2 wins last night at Western Fair, races 3 and 4. Wins race 3 with getting euchred. 155 and 2 here. One of my favorite card games to play is euchre. I love euchre. Goes wire to wire here. The 4-year-old mare by All Bets Off. And Garrett Rooney would also win race 4. Bet on Brit in 157 and 2. This is a 4-year-old mare by Better Than Cheddar. On to Yonkers Raceway, racing Monday and Tuesday. Monday, the first thing we'll look at is race 9, Invitational Pace. It was won by one and only Covered Bridge. They go, what do they do here? 152 flat. Jordan Stratton was in the bike for Jeffrey Gillis. 35,000 up for grabs. Here's the Invitational Pace.
They're off and pacing, gunning from the outside tonight is Covered Bridge. Covered Bridge, a quick length and a half now. 2-length lead on Ideal Some Magic, who moves around Sonny Weaver to get into the pocket second. Then Sonny Weaver's third, followed by Nandolo, and the trailer early is the returning Hullabaloo. Up front, Covered Bridge and Stratton. Mine's on business tonight. A length and a half in front of Ideal Some Magic and Brennan, who sit in the pocket second. Length and a half to Sonny Weaver and Kakali, who are third. Then Nandolo and Bartlett sit fourth. The trailer's Hullabaloo with Yannick Gingras, 28 second. Easy opening panel for Covered Bridge. The favorites in front. Ideal Some Magic. Brennan closes the gap with Ideal Some Magic in second. Sonny Weaver's tracks in third. Then Nandolo's fourth. And Hullabaloo trails as the field passes the stands. For the first time, it's Covered Bridge. Covered Bridge a length. Ideal Some Magic sits second. Sonny Weaver 3.5 lengths from the lead in third through a 56 4.5. That's a 28 4 second quarter as Covered Bridge moves right along on the front end. Ideal Some Magic stays with him in second. Then Sonny Weaver's third out of fourth. Nandolo comes off the cones, and now he's followed by Hullabaloo. That's the 5 of them as they make their way to 3/4. Led by Covered Bridge. Ideal Some Magic's been in the pocket the entire way. Nandolo first up through 3/4 and 124 and 3. Hullabaloo's trying to catch that cover, but he's gapping slightly. Sonny Weaver's 5th along the cones. Stratton starts to shake Covered Bridge up a bit. Covered Bridge trying to see it through. Ideal Some Magic's in the pocket, needs racing room. Nandolo's outside. They're in deep stretch now. And Covered Bridge is going to try to hold off Ideal Some Magic, who just got off the cones. Covered Bridge, Ideal Some Magic, Covered Bridge. A neck. Ideal Some Magic.
And then 2 drivers got hat tricks on Monday at Yonkers. Jason Bartlett is the first one we'll look at. He wins race 3 here with Johan Hanover, 153 flat. This is a 7-year-old gelding by Some Beach Somewhere. Bartlett's second win comes a few races later, race 8. Coach's Corner, 152 and 1. 4-year-old gelding by Always a Virgin. 27 and 1 closing quarter here. And it was hat trick time for Bartlett. Race 11, Dietzy, 152 and 3, 6 to 1. Paul Stafford trains this pacer, a 12-year-old gelding. And Matt Kakali also won 3. He starts off by winning race 5 in one of these Stake Your Claim finals here. 36,000 up for grabs. Travis Alexander trains Reigning Deo. Go 152 and 4 or 152 and 1, a 4-1 minor upset here. 28 and 3 closing quarter to win this one. Kakali would also win race 6. Another Travis Alexander pacer, Boiling Ore. 152 flat, 27 and 2 closing quarter. Favorite this time, a 9-year-old gelding by Shadow Play. And he'd also win race 12 with a Jared Bacco trained Oakwood It or Own It IR 153 and 3 here for the 8-year-old gelding by Foreclosure, Ireland bred. On to Tuesday at Yonkers yesterday. 10 races. All 10 races were split up by 5 drivers here, so each driver wins 2. First one we'll look at is Yannick Gingras. He wins races 1 and 3. Wins race 1 with McAngel here, 153 flat. 28 and 4 closing quarter for the 5-year-old mare by McCardle. And Gingras would also win race 3 with Dream Dancing. 155 flat here. They're in the fog. 7-year-old mare by Rock and Roll Dance. Jordan Stratton would pick up 2 of the 10 races. Race 2 here with Naturally Gifted. 5-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou. They go 152 flat. 6-5 minor upset, while the favorite, It's a Me Mario, finished second. I can't say that without trying to do the accent. And then Jordan Stratton would also win with the Andrew Harris trained two-faced. 155 and 2, 5-1 minor upset, 10-1 Cotton On finished second, while the favorite Captain Max Henry finished third. Jason Bartlett, he got the 3 on Monday and adds 2 more on Tuesday. Race 4 here with Train Station, 153 and 4, 27 and 4 closing quarter. Hunter's Hero finished second. He was 26 and 4 last quarter. Just couldn't catch up to Train Station. Very close though. Just Train Station had the inside there. And race 6 was Bartlett's second win. Stateside Deuce. Shane Triton trains this 5-year-old gelding by Armbro Deuce. 154 and 2 for the favorite. George Brennan also got 2. He starts off with race 5, a 29-1 upset. Vintage Cheddar. Amanda Kelly trains this 9-year-old gelding by Better Than Cheddar. 154 flat. 29-1 upset. Like that. 59-1 finished third. What's the triactor? $1 triactor. $2,642.50. Wow. And then Brennan would also get race 8. 9-1 long shot here. Charming Vixen. Another 9-1. Flipped the script. Finished second. And 10-1. Bookdale Jesse finished third. Only a $207 tractor in that one for $1. And the last driver we'll look at, Maccacaulay. He gets 2 as well. He wins the last 2 races of the card. So he gets it here with the favorite in race 9. Nothing but the best. 154 and 4. Travis Alexander trains this pacer. Another Stake Your Claim final. 26,000 in this one. Nothing but the best. 6-year-old mare by Better's Delight. And then he wins in race 10 with Always Be Mimi. Another Travis Alexander trained pacer. 6-year-old mare, always a virgin. 155 and 3. We're on the last track, Tuesday night racing at Rosecroft. Wow, we finally made it. What we'll start off with here is race 9. This is the Mares Open, 10,000 up for grabs. Let's watch this.
And they're off. I Love on Gate blasts away and takes the lead by a head, but she has a challenge from her inside in Beach Boutique. It's I Love on Gate at Beach Boutique early on. From the outside, Grace Rocks is blasting off too. Grace Rocks is third right now, 2 off the top, but has her eyes set on the front end. Back and forth around the bend is Talk Show Chica. American Sombrero is 5th. Then it's Lights Out 6th. Aunt Millie's Martini trails. And it's Grace Rocks now putting a length in front from I Love on Gate. The opening quarter, 27 seconds flat, and Grace Rocks gets to the top. Leads by a length and a half. I Love on Gate yields for the pocket. Beach Boutique is back in third, followed fourth by Talk Show Chica. Then American Sombrero is pacing along in 5th, followed by Lights Out 6th, and Aunt Millie's Martini trails the field. There's single file going to the half-mile point. Grace Rock shows the way by a length and a half over I Love on Gate. Beach Boutique is back in third, all over the helmet of I Love on Gate, but hasn't pulled yet. Talk Show Chica is back in fourth through a half mile in 56 seconds flat. Back in fifth is American Sombrero, followed by Lights Out, and the trailer's Aunt Millie's Martini. They head toward three-quarters. Grace Rock still the one to catch. She has it by a length and a half over I Love on Gate. Trey Porter still being patient with Beach Boutique in third. Now he's half in, half out with her, and now Beach Boutique makes her move. It's about 3 lengths back to Talk Show Chica, followed by Aunt Millie's Martini, then American Sombrero, and Lights Out. Three-quarters, 124-1, and it's Grace Rocks rounding the turn in front by a length and a half still. I Love on Gate is second. Beach Boutique made her move, but did not advance when fed racetrack. Then Talk Show Chica and Aunt Millie's Martini. They're on their way home. It's Grace Rocks with the lead. I Love on Gate is all out, but Grace Rocks still has more to give. It's Grace Rocks by 2. I Love on Gate second. Grace Rocks makes it 4 in a row. Then I Love on Gate second. Beach Boutique third. Talk Show Chica fourth in 1:52 and.
It was 152 and 2 for Grace Rocks. Two drivers also got a hat trick last night at Rosecroft. One is Trey Porter, wins the first race with Lloyd's Love in a 154 flat. John Wagner trains this pacer, a 4-year-old mare by Rusty's All In. And Porter will also get the second win in race 7 with a KC Bendex train. Fancy Like That. 3-year-old by Rusty's For Real. This mare goes 156 and 2. And then Porter gets his third win with another John Wagner train. This time a trotter. Shake and Bake. 157 flat. Shake and Bake's an 8-year-old gelding by Man of Many Missions. And then the other driver to get a hat trick was Jonathan Ali. He starts off with race 6 with Freaky, 156 and 2. Michael Hall trains this pacer, 3-year-old by Heston Blue Chip. And then he wins race 8 with St. Lads Bougeot in 154 and 4, 29 closing quarter. This is a 5-year-old mare by Control the Moment, another Michael Hall trained. And then Jonathan Ali, his third win comes in race 11, which is the open trot, $11,000 up for grabs. The Eric Foster trains the Natra de Vie with Jonathan Ali in the bike goes 155 and 2 to win this 27 and 3 closing quarter. This is a 4-year-old gelding by Southwind Frank. Here it is. Last race we'll look at today.
There behind the gate. And they're off. Bizet and Funny Riddle have the most early speed. College Tuition got away in third with Explosive Drama in fourth. Sinatra de Vie is hung out wide early fifth. Now he's back to sixes. Gem and Jack slides up his inside. Back to earlier CrossFit Mouse and I Wish Not to Be Touched. It's Bizet in front by a length and a half to the opening quarter. Funny Riddle tracks in second. College Tuition is third and 3 lengths off the lead. Then in fourth position is Explosive Drama by the opening panel in 28 seconds flat. In the fifth spot is Gem and Jack, followed sixth by Sinatra de Vie. Then it's CrossFit Mouse and I Wish Not to Be Touched. As they pass the stands for the first time, Bizet showing the way by a length and a half. Funny Riddle is second with College Tuition third and Explosive Drama fourth and about 4.5 lengths off the lead as no one has made a move yet. Back in fifth is Jam and Jack, who's peeking to the outside. Then in sixth is Sinatra de Vie trying to force the issue and give himself some cover. Then it's CrossFit Mouse and I Wish Not to Be Touched. 58 seconds flat for the half mile, an unpressured half mile for Bizet, who still leads by a length and a half. But now, College Tuition pops out of the 3-hole and here he comes. College Tuition makes a move after this leader. Funny Riddle is back to third. 2.5 lengths back, Explosive Drama is fourth. Sinatra de Vie is underway from fifth. Jammin' Jack is 6th. Then CrossFit Mouse and I Wish Not to Be Touched. And they go to 3/4. We have a new leader. It's College Tuition. College Tuition by a half length. 3/4, 126 and 3. But here comes a powerhouse in the form of Sinatra DeVee. And Sinatra DeVee with a 3-wide sweep now pokes ahead in front. College Tuition is 2nd. Bizet is 3rd. Funny Middle tries to find racing room. Top of the stretch. Sinatra DeVee now takes charge by a length and a half. College Tuition has no response. Funny Griddle is 3rd, but that's all it'll be. Sinatra DeVee will win it. Then College Tuition, Funny Griddle tight for 4th. Explosive Drama and
Yeah, and that's everything I have for you today. Big episode. Didn't quite hit the 2-hour mark. And I don't feel the need to drag it out 10 more minutes. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. That was a lot. That was from Saturday to last night recaps because of all the cancellations I've had this week. We'll be back on Friday, normal time, so Friday morning. And then I'll have my Saturday show. I call it Saturday show, but it'll really be out sometime Friday night. Whenever Friday night racing wraps up, I put everything together. So watch it. If you're in North America, it'll probably be out at 1 or 2 in the morning on Saturday, but it'll be up there all day. We'll have previews and recaps of everything going on over the weekend, and then we'll be back again on Monday. Thank you for joining me. We're here live on our presenting sponsor, HarnessLink.com, because HarnessLink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the harness racing industry worldwide. Australia, New Zealand, Europe, Canada, and the US. Always make sure to check out HarnessLink.com. We got great work. John Barry keeps it going. We talked to him on Saturday. He has his main attraction out today. Steve Wolf, Garnett Barnsdale, Kim Rinker. That's our American crew. Myself and the Nicholas Ace Barnsdale up here in Canada, and the amazing people who do their work down in New Zealand and Australia, and Tim Hicks in Europe. Got it all covered. All around. Yeah, and we're also sponsored by HarnessBid.com, because just like this show, HarnessBid.com is a game changer for the standardbred industry. This HarnessBid provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customers. So zero commission. So check out HarnessBid.com for more and to get started. And thank you again to our friends at the USTA for helping us make this possible. Until Friday, take care. Bye-bye.